We've just received some major updates today. The United States and China appear to be moving toward negotiations aimed at reducing or even removing the steep tariffs that have been weighing down trade. Currently, the U.S. has imposed tariffs of up to 145%, while China has responded with tariffs as high as 125%. This development is significant. It could help prevent further price hikes that many economists have been warning about in the coming weeks. According to multiple sources, the U.S. has a plan in motion, but the situation is complicated by political tensions. Former President Trump continues to blame China and President Xi Jinping for the pandemic, which has made diplomacy trickier. Let's break down what's happening and what it could mean for the economy. Over the past several weeks, we've seen conflicting statements from both sides: China, the U.S., Xi, and Trump. But just today, China signaled it may be open to trade talks, which is an encouraging sign. Both countries are facing growing domestic frustration. Protests are occurring in both China and the U.S. due to rising costs and economic strain. One key article pointed out that the last shipments from China without extreme tariffs are currently arriving, which means shortages and price increases could start as early as this month or by July. Economists are warning that unless tariffs are lifted, prices for goods may spike significantly. China's willingness to talk comes at a time when its own economy is showing signs of strain. Factory activity fell sharply in April, the most significant drop since 2023, largely due to a steep decline in export orders. The U.S. isn't importing as much from China, and similarly, Chinese consumers are avoiding American goods due to the 125% import duty. According to Reuters, while no formal talks have been confirmed, U.S. officials have acknowledged that these high tariffs must be de-escalated to begin meaningful negotiations. Trump continues to point to China's failure to honor its commitments under the 2020 Phase 1 trade deal, which was supposed to boost Chinese purchases of U.S. goods by $200 billion annually over 2 years. The pandemic disrupted those plans, halting production and worsening trade imbalances. Kevin O'Leary, aka Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, recently echoed similar concerns, arguing that tariffs should be increased unless China stops stealing American innovations, mentioning examples like knockoff game consoles, shoes, and even luxury items. State media in China has acknowledged a softening in tensions and indicated that the U.S. has reached out through multiple channels to initiate dialogue. They also emphasized the importance of understanding the true intentions of the U.S., a reference to past tariffs linked to immigration and fentanyl concerns, which has left Chinese officials skeptical. Though past negotiations during Trump's first term often stalled, the current signs are more hopeful. It's worth noting that while many countries have received a 90-day pause on new tariffs until July 8th, China is still facing the full 145% rate. That's a key sticking point. What we do know is this: these tariffs are heavily impacting American households. Prices for everything from electronics to food and basic goods are rising. Just today, Microsoft announced a price hike on Xbox, yes, even older models, which shows how widespread the impact is becoming. While we're still in the early stages, the fact that a plan is forming and both sides are talking is a positive sign. According to Bent, this will be a multi-step process, but there is hope that a deal can be reached, ultimately bringing down prices for U.S. consumers. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you find these updates helpful. See you in the next one.